G'day viewers, Charlie Bush here reporting from Orange Agricultural Institutional, day 2 of the Building Community Resilience. Let's head inside and see what's going on here. Got a good signal here? Yeah. Okay, we're good to go. Morning viewers, I'm here with Phil Cranny from Local Land Services New South Wales Government. Phil, could you tell us a quick summary of what you were presenting today and maybe something you might have got out of today yourself as a participant?
Yeah, look, it's been a really good day. Thanks very much for the invitation. It's a good bunch of speakers that you got on board here. We've got quite a bit from Jess Jennings and also Marita Sites. We work with Marita at Central Tablelands Land Care. I guess the summary of what I wanted to get across today was looking at the things that you can control. So soil health and soil fertility is something that farmers can control. So measuring that soil fertility and making sure that those perennial pastures are supported by good soil fertility and physical and biological and chemical soil health.
So you're a dirt man yourself?
Yeah, look, spent 6 years with Evergrey's project, and we looked at soil carbon and how those soil carbon fractions changed over time with the different grazing management treatments that we had, and we found that there was no real difference. So we were looking at soil throughout the profile on a site only 25 k's south down in Orange.
If farmers want to know more information, where would you send them?
I'd say to come along to one of our soil and pasture health workshops with a very small workshop, very small group setting, and it's a good training event. You get 2 free soil tests out of that, and we discuss that on the second day, what their options are with their particular enterprise.
Were they were the ones you were speaking at the end of your presentation? Did I see a slide with several events in June coming up?
Correct. So next Thursday on the 8th of June we've actually got a soil and pasture health workshop coming up here in Orange. So people are welcome to come along and learn a bit about their own soils.
Have you learned anything new yourself from today, or have you seen it all before?
No, I definitely learnt that climate tool that Jess was showing us. That looks like a really easy to use tool, and that's something that I'll be promoting to farmers out there to have a look at how that changes with climate and what sort of an impact that has on their production systems. So yeah, that's going to be good.
Right, Phil, thank you very much.
Okay. Cheers.
Hi, Marita.
Hi.
Charlie Bush, how are you going? Nice to meet you. Would you like to tell the viewers out there, there we go, might need that. Would you like to tell the viewers out there what you were presenting today in 25 words or less, and maybe some feedback from the day that you've heard from others?
All right. Yeah, well, I guess my talk for the day was just, I suppose, trying to get ideas flowing for landholders about how best to get diversity, whether that's biodiversity or plants and animals, back into our farming systems to make them more productive and more resilient.
So bringing in native animals as well, or is it more focusing on just your regular farm animals such as your turkeys and your goats and sheep and whatnot?
Yeah, native animals as well, because the native animals, the birds, the little native birds, native insects and that are often really good predators of a lot of the pest insects and things we get on our crops. So really important to encourage them into our system as well.
Yeah, right. That's very interesting. I didn't realise that the two could coexist. And
Yep.
and what's that called when 2 different animals help each other?
Oh, well, I guess it's a little bit like a symbiotic relationship.
That's the one I'm looking for, symbiotic.
Yeah, but I'm not sure the little insects being eaten off the crops are kind of thinking it's very
they're not really
symbiotic.
sharing in the joy, are they?
No.
Good point.
I think we enjoy their activity, but not necessarily the ones being eaten.
Yeah, and do you have any suggestions for future building community resilience events in terms of what else could be added to the program, or different topics or anything like that maybe you could feed back for the future? Feedback to the future.
Feedback to the future. Well, there goes. I think that we have to make sure that we continue the discussion. I think from both sessions, Orange and Bathurst, the groups have come up with some really good ideas. So I think we've really got to look now to support to take those ideas forward. rather than have them, I suppose, stagnant on a piece of paper.
Yeah, right. So don't just stop here and that's it, and we all just talked about it and there's no action. Go to the next stage where there's a continuation.
Yep.
Future meetings, communications online.
Yeah.
There was some sort of Facebook gathering that was suggested as well, wasn't there?
Yeah, I think so. And just to be, I suppose, not just seen, but to really, I think, harness the enthusiasm that we have had from the participants, and to deliver something that I suppose they're almost expecting. And
they seem pretty pumped about the future now, and so sort of riding that wave and continuing on positively.
Yeah,
might be helpful for everybody involved.
I think so. But I think it's something that we'll have to work at, and whether it's it's the Bathurst Whole Food Co-op or the many other organisations that we're partnering on delivering the days. I think we've all got to work to deliver on our promises, I suppose.
One last question: Does Landcare have a cool symbol that they do with their hands? Like west side, east side.
You can do it, but it just looks like you're eating a Big Mac or something.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Can you demonstrate?
When you do the hungry hands, you can do it. Put your hands together.
Australia.
I don't know how you do Australia back to front.
There we go, just like that.
So it
I
does
see
look
your
like
hamburger
you're
references,
having
yes.
yeah.
That's right. All right, thank you very much, Marita. Thanks for playing along today. Cheers.
Okay, thanks. Gotcha.
Cheers. That was about 2 minutes, I think. Thank you. Just cut out all the waffling like I'm doing now. So just the gold will remain. It's a bit of it's gold panning.
Yes.
And you just
shuffle out the sand.
the sand. Yes, the sand. That's the polite way to put it, I think, viewers. Okay, what's your name again?
Jacinta.
Jacinta. Viewers, I'm here with Charlie Bush here with Jacinta from
Littleton Stores in Lawson, the Blue Mountains.
Littleton Stores from Lawson in the Blue Mountains. So what inspired you to attend the event today?
I'd heard about it from a winemaker from the Bathurst region, and it sounded like a really interesting opportunity to explore the growers of the region, so close to us in the Blue Mountains, and also to look at ways in terms of building community resilience about our business, which is turning into a cooperative. So that was a particular interest of mine.
Bit of networking as well?
Absolutely.
Meet some other people?
Absolutely. Lots of people from this area who are potential suppliers even of produce.
You did find some people that were of use to you and your business?
Absolutely. And more than that, of use for inspiration and encouragement.
Indeed. Is there anything anything that stands out today as like a massive highlight?
A highlight was probably realising the amount of resources available to people in our kind of situation, which is a small crew of any sort involved in the sustainable agricultural area. Figuring out that there's lots of people who are in the same boat.
What's your favourite vegetable?
Right now, seasonally, my favourite vegetable would probably be the mustard greens.
The mustard greens, what are they?
Just some beautiful peppery green brassica leaves.
The viewers will know what that is. I've got no idea. What about fruit? Do you like fruit?
Love fruit.
I like nectarines.
Oh, well, currently, because of the season, my favourite fruit would be persimmon.
Persimmon or persimmon? Now, do you eat the whole thing?
Depends. The astringent ones, I don't eat the skin or the seedy bit, but with the non-astringent ones, I eat them like an apple, skin and all.
Just tuck in.
Tuck
Eat
in.
the whole thing. Any suggestions for the creators or facilitators of today's event to improve future building community resilience events? Any feedback where you might say, well, I would have preferred real coffee instead of instant, or different speakers or different topics, or more workshops, less workshops, maybe some interpretive dance during the lunch break. That's my personal feedback there. More interpretive dance, thank you. But what do you think, Jacinta? From Lawson?
I liked all of the speakers and the food and the coffee. It was all very good.
Distinct lack of persimmons.
Yes, that's all right. The apples were beautiful. I would suggest that if we did have another one, I'd like some more practical components around particular farming techniques, perhaps even. I know that's not specifically building community resilience, but that seemed to be something that a lot of people in the room are on about, is that practical component. And also, in terms of building community resilience, I feel like it would be good if we worked out some plans for the future. So,
strategies for the future, and a bit of skill sharing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yep.
Rather than just like this time was perfectly perfectly organic in that it was all about the ideas, and so a follow-up might be good if we turned those ideas into practical strategies.
Looking at what people have suggested on the boards and in the workshops, and going, well, let's actually do those things in the next workshop.
Yeah, let's do them.
Sounds good to me. What do you think? Oh, you can't actually speak back, viewers. It's a one-way communication.
Bye.
All right, thank you very much, Jacinta. We're done. I'll just shake your hand if that's all right. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Sorry, that happens a lot.
Yes, excellent. Thank you.
Deb Cooper.
Deb, g'day Deb. I'm Charlie Bush.
Hi, Charlie.
Pleasure to meet you. I'm from the Country Rural Land Weekly, and putting together a little blog for the fine media organisation that is the Country Rural Land Weekly, Rural Land Weekly. So thanks for joining us.
I love that community.
Yeah, it's quite. You've probably heard of it. Yeah, it's pretty popular. So what do you do? I heard rumours that you might have something to do with goats.
Yes,
Is
I
this
do
true?
have something to do with goats. I love goats, and I love goat meat, and a lot of people love goat meat because it's very good for you. It's
I love it in a curry,
Meat.
Indian curry.
Goat
I discovered
curries
that a
are
while back, and it changed my life.
goat curries. Oh, they're fabulous. I love goat curries. But slow roasted goat is beautiful too. It's sort of a bit like venison, but it hasn't got that sharp, gamey taste, and it's lowest in cholesterol of all the red meats.
Is that right? But
That's
still,
right.
it's still nutritional. I heard that if you eat
absolutely.
rabbit meat, it takes more. You can actually starve to death from eating rabbit only,
Yeah.
because it takes your body more energy or more minerals and
Right,
vitamins
yeah.
to digest it and process
Because it's
it
very sinewy.
Then,
It's very sinewy.
than what it gives you. So
Oh,
rabbit, a
right.
bit overrated. There you go. South Sydney fans, sorry about that. Rabbits,
And they're lucky. You can be happy about that, Rabbitohs.
I guess it saves them, doesn't it,
That's right.
from persecution.
They're
So,
eaten by the sharks.
can I just clear something up? I've questioned this since high school. Can goats climb trees?
Yes, they can climb trees.
That's for you, Nathan. I won't say your last name, Nathan. You know who you are. Nickname Goat. So it's confirmed
Yes,
from a
they do climb
goat
trees.
owning professional. They can climb trees.
Yes, probably not straight up trees. But
Is it from the farmer giving them a good swift kick up
No.
behind and launching them up into the tree, or is it through their own?
through their own fruition, and if you did use that method of giving them a swift kick, then the billy goat would come right up behind you and give you a quick headbutt up the
Oh,
bottom.
they fight back, do they?
They're very clever.
Yeah.
They're very
What smart creatures.
characteristic.
They have interesting eyes with the sort of
Oh,
the
yes.
slot.
Yes,
It's a bit
it's kind of scary.
It's a bit freaky. They look like sort of maybe they're from another world.
From under the ground.
Yes, the underworld.
Yeah, that's right.
That's right.
Have you seen the album cover of Goat's Head Stew?
No.
It's Goat's Head Stew. I think it was a Rolling Stones album.
Oh, right.
It's
got a freaky goat on it.
Yes, it does.
Yes. So, enough about goats. Let's move on. Building community resilience. So, how'd you enjoy the day?
I loved it. I've never been to a day like this before, and I wished I'd come to more things like this, and I will be coming.
Any useful information?
For me,
Yeah. You got anything out of that? Yeah.
I've got to go home and process all this, and I've taken pages.
Got
and
your
pages
show
of
bag there,
notes.
goodie bag?
Got my show
Yeah.
bag and some free books and things. And
Very good. Oh, yes, the co-op
yes,
book.
Co-op.
I've got one of those. I haven't read it yet, but 50 organisations.
Riveting.
Should be good viewing. Any suggestions for future building community resilience days for how the day can be made even better?
No, I don't have any. It was fabulous. For
Flawless.
me. It's flawless.
Score out of 10?
Absolutely flawless. 10.
10 out of 10. There you go. Can't get much better than that, can you?
No, it was entertaining, and the music and the food and
was
the
great, wasn't
stuff, everything was lovely, yeah.
Love that
It's
old
very good.
traditional Australian sort
Me
of
too.
bit of spoken word with a bit of music in the
bush
background.
ballad
And
sort of
yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
Love it.
Hopefully it's not a dying art.
No, I don't think it will ever will be, because there's so much of Australia's bush that and people are moving out there. They're still, well, people still live out there.
Them city folk moving
Yeah.
out into those regional areas
That's
with
right.
the price of housing
Those
going up.
city slickers,
What happened then? Somebody just poked their head in.
checking up on us.
We're going to have to start again now, viewers. Sorry about that. You said I said it was only going to be 60 seconds, didn't I? All right,
You can
start again.
edit
Take
that,
two.
okay. Oh, no.
All righty, thank you very much for your time. We'll leave it there. Thanks for participating today and for doing the interview too.
Thank you.
Have a lovely afternoon.
Okay, thank
And,
you, you too. Harry High Pants.
Goats can climb
They
trees.
can, look out.
Harry High Pants. Do you like my suspenders of disbelief here?
You're keeping me in suspense.
Yeah. All right, thank you. See you later. Get out of here. Cheers.
Bye.
No, I'm from Millthorpe, halfway in between.
All right. Oh, Millthorpe's lovely. The if you just like to take a little step to your right. There's some sensational boots.
Cool.
There too, by the way. Are they boots or just low cut?
No, they're boots.
They are serious boots. I don't know if we can get a shot of that, but cameraman, if you could just get a shot. Oh, there is no cameraman.
No.
Well, I think we're both in the shot.
Are we in?
Alrighty. So, what was your name?
Georgie Redfern. Nice to
G'day,
meet
Georgie.
you.
I'm Charlie Bush. Nice to meet you.
Lovely to meet you.
Georgie Redfern. The full name.
Yes.
Are you from Redfern?
No, I'm not.
No?
I'm from Millthorpe.
From sunny downtown Millthorpe.
That's correct.
Now, what do you do, and what brought you here today?
We fatten lambs. We have a small enterprise fattening lambs, but at the same time, my husband and I also run agricultural contracting service called Rural Services. So,
What's small scale when it comes to fattening lambs? Are we talking 1 or 1,000? What's the mark there?
we're probably a good couple of hundred lambs. So small in terms of that, we're not tens of thousands.
Are yours, or do you borrow them from someone else, or?
No, we have ewes that we breed, and then obviously fatten the lambs that are produced off them.
How do you fatten them up, if you don't mind my asking? What's or is it top secret? That's giving away company information.
Well, we try to use native pastures, but occasionally we do.
They grass.
Yes.
You feed them grass. Well, they feed themselves grass, really,
Yes.
don't they? They're fairly independent, aren't they?
Yeah.
So, what brought you here today?
Combination of, I guess, learning if there are better practices we can implement, and also from our business perspective of just understanding what other farmers, whether they're on a small or a larger scale, some of the, I guess, issues and that they might be facing as well.
Did you find the day worthwhile? We're almost at the end of the day now. Are you sort of going, well, that was a waste of time, I shouldn't have come? Or are you going, that was pretty good, made some new contacts, learned some new stuff, and I might go to another one in the future if there was, free wine?
Definitely. No, it was a really good, engaging day. It was great to build some networks and find out. And I guess that's probably one of the best ways of learning is learning from other people's experiences, and building some contacts to share that.
I was just talking to a lady who's a goat farmer. Do goat farmers and lamb farmers interact at all, or are they like in separate gangs, like west side, east side, and they don't actually hang out at all? Is there competitiveness there between the different stock farming type people? Or are we all friends?
Largely all friends. I don't think there's too much
It's good to
competition.
know. Well, I guess it's
We
separate,
don't encourage it anyhow.
industries, isn't it? So you
Yeah.
don't really tread on each other's toes anyway, would you? No.
No.
Any suggestions for future Building Community Resilience Days? If you were to attend one, what would you like to see next time?
I think the networking opportunities were great, helping, I guess, identify areas that they, farmers need work with, like their marketing and the sales distribution channels, even down to sort of the best practice, some good practices and thinking about the way you do and your operations. A lot of that was touched on today, but it'd be good to hear from further specialists in those areas.
Wonderful. Well, thank you very much for your time. We'll leave it there. Thank you.
Enjoy your weekend. Thank you.
Oh, just there's fine. Thank you, Alicia. So, Alicia, can you explain to the viewers what this mapping activity thing is all about that you've been doing both at Bathurst and at Orange?
The mapping exercise is an interactive exercise for the participants of the workshops today, and also at Bathurst. It's an opportunity to collect the stories of the participants, their questions, their interests, the things that they need to know more about, things that they would like help with, some of their wins when they produce on their farms. So yeah, just gathering information in a creative way, having a bit of fun in an interactive way.
Are you actually a secret agent or anything like that? Any connections to Vladimir Putin?
No, not a secret agent, maybe a creative agent. We're just looking for some way to help people have fun and interact with the day.
Well, thank you very much, Alicia. That was lovely.
Lovely, thank you.
You've got a nice forehead.
Oh, thank you very much there, Charlie.
Can you explain something that's come up a few times? Can you explain what a sheep is? I'm not really. People keep talking about this sheep thing. I'm not really across that. Could you explain to the viewers and myself what a sheep is?
A sheep is a fluffy, woolen, four-legged creature that goes.
Oh, yes, I might have seen one of them before.
Yes.
Thank you for clearing that up.
No worries.
Back to you in the studio. Back to you in the studio, viewers. Cut that last bit out about the forehead and the Russians. Just having a bit of fun because I already got the bit I needed early on.
Right.
I was just having a bit of a beer.